Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim, and welcome to Tim Talks, the show that's only partially a show, but really just an excuse for me to talk to my very talented friends. And as you can see, I have not one, not two, but three lovely, talented friends here with you today, who all seem to be denoting just how much three
It's
is.
not as surprising this time.
You guys are special.
I nailed it this time.
I'm extra special.
And so, going around the horn, we have Tina Dayton, StarExorcist on Twitter, and Dylon Saramago, who has decided to grace us once again with his presence. Yeah. And Lizard Tongue. Welcome. And so, as you can see, today's episode is all about streamers. These are people who love to go and broadcast their lives
With
live
party poppers
on
and
Twitch.
streamers and balloons. I love it.
Stripping.
Yes.
I mean, what?
That's not why we're here.
Yay!
However you have to make your monies, child. There's no judgments here. And so they go and stream using the service Twitch. Thank you, Star, for doing a little bit of branding there with your
Yeah, I
hoodie.
want that.
And
Damn, I don't
Too
even
bad
like
it's
purple.
mine. They have it in black.
Yeah,
Do they really?
have 'em in
Oh, I
black.
want it.
And so, for those who are unfamiliar with what you do, let's kind of get the basics out of the way early. Tell us a little bit about your streams and what you guys do individually, because each of you do something a little bit different than each other. Starting with Tina.
I stream video games. I do it 3 times a week. Generally, it's like playthroughs of games. But sometimes it'll be like me playing Minecraft on the server that we have. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Eek.
Are there any games that you've been doing in particular recently?
I just finished my playthrough of Dead Space, which was a lot of fun. It took me entirely too long. Probably took me about 3 times longer than it should have. And the only reason I finished it was because it's like I'm at the point where it's embarrassing to still be playing this game. And it's like,
Oh.
yeah, 4th week in a row, still chugging through Dead Space. We'll do it one day. We got this. And I'm about to finish Bastion. So yay, Bastion. Great game.
Good.
5 more minutes.
Yes, excellent game. Super Giant Games make awesome stuff. Transistor is their new one that's just about to come out,
Well,
and I am
would assume
super
that
excited
by
for
the time
that
this
thing.
is out, it would already be out, seeing as it's coming out.
Yeah, no.
Sure,
This is recorded.
you know,
as
give
soon
away
as
our
it comes
production
out,
secrets.
You know?
No, this is
Well,
live stuff.
No!
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
live
haven't
for
you learned?
us,
This is all about
but-
streaming.
Well,
We're doing
if
this
is
live.
Then man, Transistor's out. I already finished playing it. It's amazing. Red's like,
I am working on that,
I'm-
however. That is something that I would like to do in the future, is to find out some way to stream my format live. Figure out how to do it so that it has the overlay and the cut-ins, the videos and everything, but it's so much post-production that I just don't know that I would be able to do it all on the fly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would end up probably having to stream just the static part and then go in and do the video on demand part later.
Well, it's kind
where
of like the Ellen
put in-
Show or something like that. Like they say, can we get a clip of that? Like you have to have everything ready to play and multiple monitors. You know,
exactly.
big
and
brain,
and
but-
while I feel like I could do that, I can't do that and be the hostess with the most.
That's true.
I mean, let's call that what it
Hostess.
is.
Twinkies.
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say, are you a Twinkie?
I had a Twinkie for the first time the other day. I was like, this is really good, and I'm upset that it's good because
I
now
have
I
never
want
had
more.
a Twinkie. Never had a Twinkie in my
Wow.
life.
It's
They're
actually
way too
really
expensive
When I was in
here.
high school,
Yeah.
I told everybody they stopped making Twinkies, and everyone was like, "Tina, you're an idiot." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And they're like, "If we go to the store and there's boxes of Twinkies, you have to buy everybody a box of Twinkie." So after school one day, we went to the store. They still sell Twinkies, so I had to buy like 6 boxes of Twinkies.
I think when Zombieland
And
came
that's
out,
how I
everyone
learned that
said
Twinkies
they
are
went
still
out of
made,
business.
and I
don't
was
know if it
lied
was
to.
true.
Well, no.
Zombieland was actually a little bit of
No,
foreshadowing.
Twinkie. They actually.
Just not about the
They
zombies.
actually did like didn't they like
Okay.
shut down Hostess? And then
Yeah.
somebody, because it was a family company, but then it was bought out by somebody else.
I
or
don't know. Be
something
careful
later
saying
on.
that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy the entire.
Yeah, you
stream.
see, you say that, and you sound smart. And
I will buy
buying 6
all
boxes of
3 of you.
Twinkies.
I will buy all 3 of you 6 boxes of Twinkies each.
No, don't do that to me. I can't.
I will say this. My roommate loves those damn things. He ended up going through 2 boxes in, I think, 2 or 3 days,
God.
and has not eaten one since.
I
For,
wouldn't.
for me, it's all about those little Deborah zebra cakes,
Yeah,
man.
well,
I don't know.
Little Debbie zebra cakes
PTSD
are
on
pretty damn
Twinkies.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's basically what he did to himself. I mean, it's just so much sugar and nothingness.
Yeah. Sponge.
Eh.
he had his
Sponge
Twinkie
flavor.
intake.
So,
he reached the max level. He had to bring it back down.
This entire.
So getting back to
So
topic
streaming-
here,
Oh, sorry.
Or
yeah,
introductions.
as you can tell, it's
Eating
around
Twinkies.
dinner time, and we all may or may not be slightly hungry at the moment. So getting back to streaming.
Yeah.
We haven't finished introductions yet.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Continue on, Star.
Hi, I'm Star. I mostly stream myself drawing things, but I sometimes play dumb video games like Reciteer and Don't
Mhm.
Starve.
And you also started a show of your own.
Called Community Draw. It's basically for those of you who know Rooster Teeth and the such. It's basically a community version of Quick Draw. I interview people in the community who've done cool stuff. So far, I've interviewed the absolutely amazing, and extremely tall AxialMatt.
Is he tall?
Nice.
He's
I was
like,
on a podcast with him once, but that's it.
yeah.
You couldn't tell his height from that podcast?
No. Funny enough.
Ah, weird.
And
All right.
everyone should know somebody's audio footprint, by which I mean you can figure out a way
Yeah.
to be how high they are.
Yep.
So Dylon, you do not art, but more video games, but you used to do static things, and now you do more live streaming.
Yeah, like my YouTube channel's pretty dead because I haven't put out a video in quite a while, and the last one I did was like a
Right.
rules video for the Nuzlocke that I'm working on during streams. And we totally didn't do 2 takes of this, and this one will probably be worse. But I'm streaming a Pokemon Nuzlocke, and it's I've only done 2 streams so far, and each of them are almost like 6 hours each. I said each like 100 times. Cut that out, Tim. So
It's weird that you're able to say that to somebody other than yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking whatever.
Rest in peace, internet bot.
Yeah,
Continue.
so
Stay dead.
I streamed for
Peace
that
says,
long,
peace
and then
says,
I cut
rest
them
in
up
peace
into
says.
like 20-minute chunks, and I haven't started putting them out yet. I might by the time this airs.
Right.
But I put like a frame over it, and like the badges show up, and the Pokemon, and the levels, and it's like a lot of fun. And I've like gotten it down of how like what animations to use when they pop up, like the exact percentages of alpha glow.
So you're kind of getting it down to
Yeah,
a science.
absolutely. That's why I wanted to do them all, like as many as I can now. That's why I haven't put them out yet. Like I think I'm on episode
Right.
5 right now, and they're 20 minutes each. I'm going on too long about this, but yeah, Pokemon, it's fun.
No, please, by all means.
Mer.
Well, the process behind which you build a show like that, especially when you're having to do something recurring, is a big deal. So I mean,
That's right.
figuring out exactly the overlay that you want to do, figuring out whether or not it's going to be the same thing every time, or if you want to try and do something different to spice things up. Yeah, all these little details matter. So I'm sure no one.
I'm also playing through Metal Gear Solid every Tuesday. This isn't like a plug for people to show up, but I've never played Metal Gear Solid before, so I'm like, and I have every Metal Gear Solid game except for Ground Zeroes, so I'm like, you know, I should probably touch that a little bit. So I'm just playing through it. I'm so bad at that game. Like it's
Metal
I
Gear.
want to cry. I've never played Metal Gear. I played Metal Gear the original because that was fun.
I've never played Metal Gear.
Shame on
Yeah,
you.
I mean, the thing is, by the time those games were coming out, I was in military
I didn't
school,
run
so we didn't really have access to a lot of those video game consoles, which kind of sucked a lot. So there's a huge gap from like 2001 to 2005 where I know nothing about the video games that came out around that time.
They were good.
When I first got an Xbox, it was only to play Halo 3.
Yeah.
And that was the only game I owned until I bought Call of Duty 4. And then those were the only games I owned for about a year and a half. And then I started
That's right,
playing
you.
other games.
Yeah.
But for a long time, my Xbox was like the Call of Duty and Netflix box. And 1 versus 100, never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually
That's basically what mine's returned back to, is Netflix box and YouTube box.
This is
Yeah,
actually
pretty
a
much.
funny concurrent theme between us because between the PlayStation 2 and my 360 that I just got in November for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I did not own a console between those.
Are you
Like, my mom-
serious?
My mom had a Wii, but like is that really a gaming
Wii
console?
bowling, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, you say that now. I love the Wii. It's like my favorite thing. When my friends
My
come over,
parents play Wii golf every
on one
night.
of them, Hey, the Wii Golf is actually very responsive. I don't want to hear any of this. I'm
I
getting
know, I
heated
love-
now.
I had a Wii for
Wii
quite a
Sports
long
Resort
time.
is one of my
until-
favorite games.
Oh
My
God.
parents have a notebook where they track their scores and who won, and they play a game at least every night.
That's
That's
good.
My
That's
parents, like-
amazing. Good games. Set.
I'm waiting for when Hyrule Warriors and the new Smash Brothers come out.
For the Wii
And
U. Yeah.
that's gonna make me buy a Wii U. But I had a Wii up until basically like 4 or 5 months after Brawl came out. You play the crap out of
So
it, and there's not much else. It sucked. I played Twilight Princess on the Wii, which I thought was amazing, and then Smash Brothers Brawl. Other than Wii Sports, that's about it.
Or Smash Brothers.
Tina, why
Wario
are
wears
you here?
smooth moves. Wario wears smooth moves. Thank you very much.
I never played Wario.
Yeah, that's true. I did play WarioWare Smooth Moves. That was really good.
I kicked the butt out of that game.
I played Zelda Ocarina of Time until you get to the tree, and that was it.
Sigh. I'm done.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I mean, there were people getting made fun of for Metal Gear Solid, and
People?
this
Me?
is a staple. Now, to be fair, we can't exactly hold it against anyone. I mean, there are glaring gaps in all of our knowledges, I'm sure. But really, Tina,
When I got a Wii U and it came with Wind Waker, I play the hell out of Wind Waker because I never played that before.
I'm wearing a freaking Triforce necklace right now. Like, come on.
have you
come
played
on.
A Link Between Worlds?
I own it, and I haven't. I played it for 2 minutes on stream, and then I was like, eh. I'm sure it's fun.
That game's
I
awesome! Well, see, I mean, that may be part of it. I played the Super Nintendo Legend of Zelda ad infinitum.
have that
You
on
know,
my
I
3DS.
I beat the NES one, you know, and that was all well and good. But when I beat that one, I was still kind of young. The one on the Super Nintendo is the one that actually like stuck in my adolescent brain. And so all of that music, all of the entire map layout, everything was just drilled into my brain from repetition. And so having that game basically be as direct a sequel as you can have in Legend of Zelda, it was
Aside
amazing.
from
It
Ocarina
hit-
of Time to Majora's Mask, because that's kind of literal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That
Yeah.
it kind of hit all the cylinders that I wanted.
I
Totally.
love Zelda. I love the way she slashes her sword.
It's great,
I
man.
love playing as Zelda. She's like,
Yeah. His
But my
Zelda's hair
point
was pink
is-
in that one game. Remember? Good
I
time.
know in Majora's Mask you can turn into a wolf.
No, that's Twilight Princess.
No.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. I meant
Majora's
Twilight
Mask is pretty
Princess.
fun. I never beat it though.
So then, Tina, what games did you get into when you were little?
Did you play games?
Did you
a
play?
lot
I
of
mean, when
Roller
did you get
Coaster
into playing
Tycoon.
games?
Uh
Uh-huh. That's
played-
completely legitimate.
I played a lot of the only games I played until like I started playing on Xbox was like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Mario Party games,
Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Adventure.
and I used to play on my Super Nintendo a lot. I still have my original Super Nintendo. So
Yeah.
that's like what I used to play, and it just Zelda wasn't one of the games we had. And then I didn't really play games for a while, and then I started playing again when Halo 2 was popular. And so I missed the
So you
gap
missed
there.
Kingdom Hearts?
A good section. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
I mean-
childhood was Genesis, Dreamcast, and PlayStation.
I had a Game Gear with the Tom and Jerry game, and that was all I had for like 2 years until I
Yeah.
went to my dad's and played Super Mario and Duck Hunt.
You had to get a
had-
Game Gear, but the problem was you had to carry a backpack full of double A's just to play the damn
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That thing was a hoss when it came to sucking up.
And it was like this big compared to my tiny 3-year-old hands.
right.
Man, I love this one.
The sad thing is now your iPhone lasts still about as long as that Game Gear does. So
Yeah.
a lot of progress has been made in the
I have too many
realm of mobile
actual
gaming.
video games on my iPhone. Like I have all of Phoenix Wright. I have Shin
Right?
Megami Tensei. Oh, fucking video game.
Incidentally, how good are the Phoenix Wright
The
games, right?
best.
Right? Tina.
Don't talk to me. Don't
Phoenix
talk to me about Ace Attorney.
I
please.
have this game called Luxor on my phone, and you shoot the balls to match them,
Have you guys played Checkers? That's a good
and
one.
then
I've got this game called Backgammon. It's awesome.
I don't know how to play
I
that.
beat this game about 5 times on my phone. See, it has like the little, and then
Oh yeah, it's the vertical version of Zuma.
I love
Yeah.
Zuma.
Zuma.
Those are like my
That game was
favorite
the shit.
games.
Tina
See?
Dayton,
And
Ultimate
then
Gamer. Is this a
I
stream
play this
now?
game a
Are you
lot.
gonna play? Are you gonna beat that one?
Oh my god, let's all like
Beat this
stream from our
level.
things.
That is something that I would like to do eventually, and this is something that we mentioned the first time recording that hasn't been brought up yet. Eventually, that is one of my goals, is to bring this show to a more live format. Once I can figure out how to do all that kind of stuff on the
You
fly.
probably need someone
do
to
you
do the things for you on the side.
Yeah. Do you guys have any problems with that, or do you just have static overlays that you don't really worry about?
I don't even have an overlay. I draw.
I've messed
I
around.
mean,
with a
in that
couple
point, you don't
different,
need to.
like overlays for things, but I haven't really found anything that I like, nor
Just
do I feel
text
is
that says
absolutely
hashtag wiener on the
necessary.
bottom. Yeah. It's fine. all you
That's
need.
weird. I have the same thing on my stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't found like anything that I feel like I need to have every stream. I played around with having like a thing on the bottom that said what game I was currently playing, because people are extremely intelligent and like to ask a lot.
And they don't like
So-
to
I know, I
refresh the
didn't-
page.
But
and
I
see
mean,
where
I
it
haven't found
clearly
anything that I
says
like
Tina Dayton
enough
Ultimate
to
Also-
it's
Yeah.
not a big
sorry.
Yeah, that's the other
sorry.
thing. It totally says it right at the top
Um,
of your daggum window.
Tina,
Yeah.
Tina, mobile isn't working. Mobile
that
isn't
requires
working.
reading. So
Tina, why isn't mobile working?
it's just one star. I will come to the Bahamas, and you will see me walk on scream and slap you. It's a very fast plane ride over there.
I would pay for this.
Where did you come from?
So
She didn't even move
I'm also,
all the first
100% professional all the time on my stream, and I totally don't have like 15 minutes where I'm trying to figure out how to switch to a different game or anything. So I wouldn't know
that's
that struggle at all.
But then, what do you think about those who do face cam? Do any of you do that sort of thing?
I just started doing it like 2 weeks ago. That took me way too long. It was
Mhm.
probably longer than that. I don't remember. At some point,
It was actually
I
the
was like,
first time you started
let's do
face
this.
camming was when you got the when you were playing on Kelly's Xbox One.
oh, that's right. I did an
Twitch
Xbox
app.
One stream, and that automatically has your face cam with Connect. I forgot about that.
That's creepy.
And people, yeah,
I'm about to say, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
it actually works really well. The Twitch app for the Xbox One, once you get it set up, I will admit setting it
Mhm.
up, if it does not work, can be extremely difficult, because you have to you have to go through the process until it finally works. But once
Video
it works,
games.
it works great. Like I really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, so many things now have Twitch integration.
Mhm.
Not just the Xbox 360 and Xbox One, but the PS4 as well. The Ouya has it, I think. And
Ouya?
hell, if you have just an NVIDIA
Yeah.
card in your freaking computer,
Mhm.
NVIDIA cards themselves have the thing called Shadow Play now that just lets you stream to Twitch.
Elgato has it
Excuse
too.
me? Really?
Yeah, dead serious. I mean, it's becoming a huge thing. So
My-
that brings us
Can
to
I
a
stream my
discussion.
Game Gear?
I mean, I'm sure that there's a way you can figure
I
it
don't
out.
want to, man.
No, you
Game Gear sucks.
go back and try and
Minecraft
play Sonic through. Have
has
the
Twitch
Sonic 2
broadcast.
and
Does it really?
have the batteries die on you as you get to stage 3. That was the worst. It'd be interesting to see what happens now that Google is rumored to be buying out Twitch.
Yeah, one of the things I was gonna say
Um,
the first take, but
What are you
I
talking
forgot
about?
it.
Mhm.
The first take.
Yeah,
All of you people keep ruining the illusion of television.
I was gonna say because the Xbox One, it's Microsoft, so they have their own Bing service. Like if you, or maybe
Right.
on, I don't know if it's on the Xbox One. I don't have one, but on the Xbox 360, if you like scroll all the way to the left by accident when you're trying to play your game, like it just shows it says Bing. It's like, what would you like to Bing? It's like fucking nobody bings. Like
Nothing.
so
Nothing.
if
Just go back.
and Twitch is also on the Xbox and the PS3. So what is that gonna do? Or is Google gonna be like, no, we own Twitch, no Bing? Or like, are they gonna weird
Yeah.
thing going on there?
No Bing.
I don't know.
No Bing.
We draw the
More
line
like
at
no
Bing.
Bing.
All right.
They keep trying to make Bing a thing, and it just don't.
Did you guys not sign up for Bing
But,
Plus?
No. But that raises a good point because yes, they're gonna have to fight Microsoft on a lot of these places, but it's not as though Google doesn't already have their own market share. I mean, they already have the #1 email service. They have the #1 video content provider service. They already own around 40% of the smartphone market.
Something like that.
Those who don't have Apples have some sort of Google, probably Android device.
Bananas.
Yeah.
And not to mention, all of those things have Google Plus integrated into them, so they have a vast social network. And then you mentioned the fact that they've got the Wi-Fi balloons floating over New Zealand that give that basically whole country free Wi-Fi. All of the other things that they're
I want a
doing,
Wi-Fi
Google
balloon
Glass.
follow me around.
Just carry
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, really.
And then
that
suck
would
in
be
the
so
Wi-Fi
awesome.
helium, like.
Maybe you would finally have a good phone signal here in Austin.
Yeah.
But regardless, all of those things now with Google being brought into the picture may get put into place. And then there's also the worries of content ID filtering and all of these other things. So what do you guys think? about that?
To get the footage from my stream, because nowadays, one stream later, I just record it as I'm streaming it. But before, I tried to upload from Twitch to YouTube, and then download it from YouTube. Like, it's such a process to try to make those into videos. And because it's automatically uploading to YouTube, I stream Metal Gear, and Konami's really, like, heavy about their, because the cutscenes are so long, they're really heavy about content ID. So
Right.
I have 2 Metal Gear videos that are broken down into 2 hours each, because they're, that's the way you have to do it on Twitch to upload to YouTube. And they have content ID on them, and I'm like, that's okay, they're private, and I'm not going to show them to anyone or monetize them. And then I'm like, oh, it doesn't let you download it if there's content ID. So I'm like, what am I going to do now? So I had to get another program to go through Twitch. It's like a whole thing. Internet!
But you wonder if there may be some sort of streamlining of that. You know, that is
Oh,
possible.
yeah. Oh, my
yes.
God.
And there-
That would make it so much easier. If you could just
Yeah.
upload straight to the thing or just download it straight from Twitch. That'd be awesome.
So there are definitely some potential pluses. I mean,
pluses.
it's not as though that Google doesn't have the dollar bills, y'all, to back up a streaming service like Twitch that is a little struggling.
Yeah, I feel
at
you,
points.
homie. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially something that needs to be like fixed that I don't think Twitch would even consider because it's not a huge thing is like the messaging system on Twitch sucks.
Oh, I don't even.
It's probably
look
one of
at
the
it.
Right.
worst. Like if somebody sends you a message and then you reply and then they send you another message and then like they forget something so they send it again, you get 2 new messages. Like it creates a new thread every time they respond. So you can have 6 messages in your inbox just because you're talking to one person.
Mhm.
It's the most infuriating thing. But when you open the latest message, it'll have every message there, but then it also has every single message in your inbox individually. It's the
Yeah, what is
worst
this,
messaging
Hotmail?
system.
Come on.
It's terrible.
And then, not to mention, the chat system isn't exactly the best in the world either.
It's not
No,
horrible, but it
it's
really.
fantastic.
It's more of the
Um,
connection thing. I
Yeah,
would say.
don't.
Yeah.
Don't,
it's
don't
their
bad
server
talk.
issues.
Don't bad
No.
talk,
It's all
though.
about connecting to the
Yeah,
chat. It's not,
because-
once you actually get to it,
It
it's
works
fine.
very
But
well.
That's slow mode. God bless slow mode.
Fair enough. No, that's a good point. There are some very good channel tools that you can use like that, and changing your colors and the ability to have people subscribe
Yeah,
to be able to talk in
absolutely.
your chat. To basically, there are people out there who would be willing to pay $5 for you to instantly ban
Yeah.
people.
You also can't unless you have like 500 plus viewers, like concurrent viewers. I don't think you can have the ability to even stream at low resolution, like to have multiple resolutions. Like on YouTube, you can just like set it to 720 if you want it to look better, or 240 if that's the one. If you have a shitty connection.
720.
So like you can't do that on Twitch unless you have a certain amount of viewers and have the ability to be subscribed to and stuff like that. So like for the lower channels that are trying to get their lower view count Twitch channels that are trying to get their things out there, like if they want to have a good setup and a good stream quality, they can't do that because a lot of people can't connect, so they can't put their things lower. It's just a whole thing. So hopefully this Google thing.
Yeah, like I figure it'll be like the Yahoo Tumblr thing where everybody's like, "Oh no, no, Yahoo bought Tumblr! Oh God, save us all!" And Tumblr's honestly been amazing. Like just how quickly they get in touch
Amazing
with people.
strong word.
Well, okay,
Look,
the site is
the
amazing.
service
I'm not
is
gonna
awesome.
talk about
The
the people on Tumblr, okay? That's two
Yeah.
different things.
We'll do another
Yes.
Tim Talks for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Tim Talks, Tumblr users.
Tim
Tim Talks
talks shit about
Tumblr,
Tumblr.
alliteration.
TTT!
There you go.
Love it.
I'm telling you guys, it works every time.
You can just call me
There's a
Tar.
reason.
You can just call me Tar. Tim Talks to Tar, Tina,
And Tylon. That's me.
I heard that little snort.
Shut up.
So, after that awkward pause, getting back to the actual Google thing, it worries me a little bit that not only are there going to be a lot of these rearrangings coming around all over the board, because you're going to see these big companies come in once they realize where the moneymakers are and start to scoop them all up. And you've seen it happening for the last couple of years, but now it's starting to get to those last bastions that have been holding out
And then
forever.
they quit 5
You know,
minutes before the game is over.
It happened
Exactly.
once. It's not gonna happen again. Listen, we all make mistakes.
Save.
Well, I mean, YouTube was considered independent for the longest time, and people were like, no, it's going to hold out as its own thing, and it's never going to blah, blah, blah. And then it gets
Not when
bought up
there's
by
money.
Google.
There's nobody's independent when there's money.
Well, the
Instagram.
surprising thing is the reports are saying that Twitch was bought for over $1 billion, but around $1 billion, I guess, is what most people are. And that to me seems incredibly low for what Twitch is.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I don't know what's going on, but like, the fact that it would sell for just $1 billion amazes me.
fair point. But then again, they acquired YouTube for 1.6 in like 2006.
Yeah,
or
that's
7.
also when YouTube didn't hit its peak of, let's put
Well, no.
50-minute gameplay videos, 100 of those a week, and then make $1,000 a week.
Well, no, it hadn't hit its peak. But would you agree that it's about where Twitch is right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Twitch is more popular than YouTube was back then, because you gotta think along the lines that Twitch is just gamers, whereas YouTube is everyone.
Twitch has a lot
A
of
fair and excellent
esports,
point.
though. I mean,
Yeah.
like all of LOL and Dota. I would say that's way more than what YouTube was back then. Like they're getting all of that
Yeah.
tied in, and not to
Not to mention PAX streams.
Right.
All your big conventions now are doing their streams on
Yeah.
Twitch. So, I mean,
It's kind of
I
a
think
six
it's
or
about-
one half dozen of the next kind of thing.
yeah.
didn't WhatsApp sell for 3 times that, if not more?
I'm not sure. Actually, I can look that up really quickly.
I had to
I'm
pay
pretty sure
99 cents
WhatsApp-
for that fucking app, and I have 2 people on there, so it better have sold for
I use WhatsApp
3
all the
million.
time, but I got it for free, and they tell me every year they're gonna charge me, and they never do.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I got it for
Uh,
free, and I just got it like a little while ago.
acquisition price.
Fact checks.
Holy crap.
5 million, that's my guess.
Anybody else?
I want to say it was more than 10.
7.2.
19.
God damn it.
I remember it
That's my age!
$19
I'm not 19
billion
billion.
for
For
the acquisition of WhatsApp. Facebook is the one that bought it.
Facebook?
Yeah, like-
Yeah, Facebook
That-
also bought Oculus Rift as well, and you have to think, like,
And Instagram.
oh yeah, you have to think, like, are they going to use these mediums to promote Facebook, or are they just like, the money's there, let's buy that?
Exactly.
I haven't
That's
seen
special.
anything about Facebook when I'm using WhatsApp, so I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's true.
WhatsApp doesn't
but
have
is it-
partnerships with big, companies like esports and all that, or half
No,
the
yeah, esports, Flappy
potential
Bird,
that-
MLG on WhatsApp.
that Twitch does. So I can't understand.
And not to mention the fact that
That-
esports on Twitch, the PC games that get streams on Twitch have like millions of concurrent
Yeah.
viewers. It's not hundreds of
Yeah.
thousands we're talking about here. We are talking about legitimate millions, which can be billions of dollars
Oh,
in
yeah.
revenue. Easily. Now, that being said, Google
Oh, yeah.
does pay a little bit better than Twitch.
Does it?
Apparently, the ad programs that Google work with do pay slightly more than those do on Twitch. So there is that aspect. Maybe.
you know, It's. I also read
But
that
it's-
Microsoft was interested in buying them at some point as well.
Yeah.
Who, Twitch?
So to have companies competing to buy them, buy Twitch, you would think that would drive the price up even higher. And instead they're settling
And
for, I mean, $1 billion's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but for a
Yeah.
company like this,
No, I got $1 billion.
I'm shocked that it's that low.
Now that being said, it is still a
It's
rumor.
a rumor, and it also
Yeah.
while you guys were talking about it, kind of came to mind, like, in what kind of context are they buying it? Because are they just buying it kind of in name, or like what? Because there's like kind of
To
different
say
levels
Twitch
in
brought
which
to you by Google Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change it to
Like-
Twitch Plus.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm making money for you, Google. That one's free.
Well, it'll be interesting to see exactly what rolls out from there. Poop. There was a big point that I was going to round about to.
We'll cut to it.
Nope.
I
I'm going to think about it for a moment. I'm going to give you a topic
Fade
to
to
discuss. Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
Okay.
It's not. It's also not.
It's a very
spelled road,
tiny
and that
state.
bothers me.
And there's no sales tax, I don't believe.
Is it the gummy state I hear? Rhode Island?
Right.
I don't know
I
what
remember
that
what it was now.
means.
I
And
heard
so, as you get to the point where Twitch is going to start having all of this Google integration, are you going to then see it come out on even more platforms? We've already seen it on all the ones that it's on, but that allows Google to just sort of disseminate it out to the public even more. Does that water down the brand?
See, that's
I-
the thing. Like, I feel like Twitch is doing a great job on its own, like getting
Mm-hmm.
picking
to so
its
many different services.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
I mean, the only other comparison point we have is YouTube, and YouTube is able to sustain itself very well on all
Yeah,
content.
but YouTube's also
Like-
bullshit for the most part. Honestly.
Yes, but there are no specific niches except for the fact that there's every specific niche, which means
That's
all
on
bases
itself,
of
yeah.
content are covered, and yet somehow it's able to support itself.
I don't know, like, what are you gonna put, like, Twitch streaming on your, like, keyboard, like, just to film your hands? Like, you can't really go anywhere else unless you're streaming
Right.
television, right? Like,
Right.
because YouTube even does have that thing where you can make your channel a paid service. You can make it so $2 gets you the video or something like that, but you have to go through a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And people put, like, TV shows, like fucking Franklin Goes to School or whatever that is, or like movies and stuff like that.
A lot of
Like,
Henson Works does that
something like that.
with
But
a lot of their stuff.
like, maybe we'll see actual television on Twitch, something like that. Because like, I would rather watch.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would rather watch something over my computer or over something else that broadcasts Twitch than actually walk over there and turn on the TV.
Right.
The only
Say like
thing
HBO's channel
Exactly.
on Twitch.
I-
But there is Netflix.
the only thing I've seen Twitch declining in, honestly, is and I don't know if this is in other sections, it's just obviously because I pay attention to it. A lot of pro Call of Duty players are switching to MLG, and quite a few of them have stated that, like, yeah, it's better money. Like, they say that's not the only reason, but I mean, I know a lot of people are switching over to MLG, so maybe they're hoping to try and gain back some of that, like, esports, if that's happening with
Right.
other
And MLG is its own
games.
streaming service.
Yep, MLG has its
Yeah,
own streaming
MLG.
service now, which is fairly new, but they're working on developing.
Mhm.
Whoops. no,
They do a
don't know
lot
what
of
that
like
was.
shoutcraft with StarCraft.
Yeah.
Mhm,
And things of that
Where
nature.
people just scream over the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty true. But
I'll just say I'm kind of hoping that that if the Google buyout is real, that it helped, like, that they just fix server stuff and the such, because totally not stealing a joke or anything, but yeah, seems like every day Twitch seems to have a automated error tweet. So
Man, good joke, Star. I wonder where you got that from. I've never heard it before.
take one.
And so, what do you think about just all of the different, like, what are some of y'all's favorite channels? You know, you all provide content to people, but as are often the case, the people that make stuff are often the biggest fans. So what are things that you're fans of?
Speedrunning. Anybody who speedruns. There's so many, like, I couldn't even attempt to name speedrunners I like, because there's a ton of them.
Is it because of the level of skill involved?
Yeah, and I mean, also, every speedrunner I've talked to has been, like, one of the nicest people I've ever met. Like,
Interesting.
for example, Fi-Fi, who's Fire Dragon, oh, I think it's 764. I'd have to check the numbers.
It's 7.
He is honestly one of the sweetest guys I have ever met. Well, met. He's like, and not even just to me, but like seeing him interact with his chat and just how happy he is just to be like playing this game for the 700th time. It's amazing to watch. Any of the speedrunners, and then I also watch a lot of MLG Call of Duty. But whoops.
I don't think anyone's
Yeah,
gonna blame you.
like I'm gonna second on the Fi-Fi thing, because like every single time somebody comes into the stream, like if he catches them, like he'll say hi, and it's almost like he's saying hi to like a friend showing up. He's like, "Oh my gosh, hi there, insert Twitch username here. Welcome to the stream," and he's just so genuinely happy, and like whenever anybody subscribes, he just goes.
And you see that with a lot of like speedrunners. Like whenever, you know, like one of the things that's popular in the speedrunning community that I really like, and people have seen it from race streams, is like rating each other. Where when they're done streaming, they'll send their viewers to somebody else who doesn't have as many views to try and, you know, promote their own community, which to me is just a great idea. And when they do that, you know, you see how happy they are just to have more viewers, and they always all kind of do the same thing where they're like, "Oh, hey, here's my name, here's what I do. If you have any questions, let me know." Like, they're always so nice to like explain the tricks, because it can be really confusing. If you've never watched a run and this is your first run, you could get so lost so quickly, and they're so willing to answer those questions. And it's just, I think it's a great streaming community. And I'm glad that I've seen recently more and more that Twitch is like promoting them and helping develop that community, and that to me is great that they're getting that promotion and help.
Right. So what about you, Star?
I'll admit I don't watch too many streams, because I'm kind of weird. Like when I'm working, I'm like, I have specific things I want to listen to, but the streams I consistently watch are, my favorite would have to be, you've probably never heard of her, Tina Dayton on Twitch. She's absolutely amazing. Super fun
I know
to
she's a
watch.
pretty cool chick who doesn't afraid of anything.
She actually afraid of a lot of things. She's actually afraid of everything.
Remember when she played Dead Space?
Yeah.
Maybe one day you'll be lucky enough to have her on your show.
Yeah, one day.
Who knows?
I mean,
actually, she's a hard
She's never been on any of my streams. I can't wait until she graces me with her presence. But I watch.
Also, I love how her camera's widened out enough that you can't see any sort of blushing at all. So don't worry, you're safe here.
Beautiful. But I watch Tina. I of course watch Rooster Teeth Ray. I've started watching Fi-Fi, of course. I've become friends with him now because he's absolutely amazing and precious. You're actually talking to the person who came up with the name of his summer streams, Fi-Fi Sizzling Summers of Streams. That was me. I came up with that.
Damn.
Golf claps.
But yeah, that's like I don't watch too many streams.
Fair enough. Dylon?
No, I don't watch too many streams, but the ones that I do are mostly people that I absorb their content in other ways already. Like, I'll watch be it a normal, like, just hangout Friday night stream, or just, like, a charity stream. Like, The Completionist, I don't know if you guys watch him. He has amazing videos.
Gerard.
Yeah, Gerard's awesome. He's a big beard. And bigger heart.
Yeah. I met him, and I did not know his name,
beard.
and I called him Jared, and he was very sweet about correcting me, and I still feel very bad about it.
Oh my god.
Because, well, I mean, the funny part about that is Jared was probably right around the corner, because there's also Jared,
Pro Jared.
Pro Jared.
Isn't it Knabenbauer?
Yeah.
He
I thought it was
pronounced it on one of the.
every time I saw it on the intro, and I'm like,
Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker Boppity Bop.
What's a knob, man?
He pronounced it on one of the table flips.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Well, I mean, the first time I had Dylon on, I tried to say his last name, and I tried to ask him which one it was. He said, "Oh, either way."
Yeah, I don't care. I don't even know how to say it. What is it?
Shrimagago.
Make it up as I go along.
Shrimagango?
So I reckon we'll see what happens with the fallout from this Twitch acquisition. I will say this, as much as there's a chance that it won't go through because it's a rumor and rumors always swirl everywhere, there's also a chance that the government could step in and force some sort of regulation on it, because there is that worry of monopoly.
Oh,
Or at least oligarchy.
Soon, absolutely,
game.
we're gonna get that thing where Obama fucking steps in. He's like, listen, guys, you gotta stop doing this thing. And he's gonna, like, there's gonna be a rule put in place soon, like a serious rule of you cannot stream this certain thing. You cannot post this certain thing on YouTube and all that stuff. And that's gonna kill the internet for a while. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because they just don't
Well,
understand how
I
to
mean,
put a rule on it. And if you don't start somewhere, then you're not gonna get anywhere, right? But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have all the fights with net neutrality going around now, and the fact that you stream in high definition means that there are going to be some customers who will be limited from you immediately because they don't have the high service package or whatever. So there's a lot of change going on over the next couple of years. It's going to be
I don't like
very
it. It costs
interesting for those of us who make our living via the internet. I mean, would you go so far as to say that the internet has basically become a utility, like a human
For
right?
a lot of people, yeah. There are people that just don't even touch the internet. I think, like, the generation that I grew up with, pretty much, or, like, in school and stuff like that, went to school with, they pretty much are the people that are just like, Facebook, just use that, and then live their lives. But, like, there is the group of us that just stuck to the internet and didn't go outside, and I like that group better. But
Well,
those
I
are
mean, the
people that
thing is,
need it.
why? When you have access to the entire compendium of human knowledge at your
Exactly.
fingertips.
Someone tweeted the other day, like, people don't need to remember things anymore.
Human retardation.
And I'm just like, why the fuck do I need to remember that? I have the internet. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, to me, like,
So-
having the internet's always been, like, an essential. Like, the idea of going, like, a week without internet or something would sound terrible, but one of my best friends from high school, she didn't have the internet for 4 months just because she didn't use it. Like, anything she used on the internet, she had on her phone. Like, she really only used, like,
Oh.
Facebook. So it was like, you know, anything she needed, she could get on her phone. I think she had, like, a Kindle Fire, too, that she would use
Yeah.
sometimes in public places. But, I mean, she didn't have it just because it was, like, that's a waste of money to her. Like, that was, you know, $50 a month she was wasting on something she wasn't going to use, which to me seems crazy.
Listen,
But I
she is
know-
crazy.
Yeah.
I know a lot
Who
of
even
people
owns
like
the Kindle
that.
Fire?
I own one. It's right over there.
Kindle doesn't work.
Shut
on
up,
internet,
shut
I
up,
think,
Tina.
so-
I'm not talking to you.
I have my little flip phone, so internet on my phone isn't an option.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
I'm stuck at my
Yeah, but you get to end
fingertips,
conversations with being like goodbye and then flipping it and then
That's
walking
true.
off.
basically. That is a
I
fact.
can't do
I
that.
can hang up on somebody.
You can be like,
I can, I
excuse
just
you,
walk-
click.
satisfactorily hang up on somebody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have that going for you.
So I think we've kind of covered this topic ad nauseum. We usually come at the end of this program to our segment where I end on a series of questions, i.e. the Inside the Actor Studios method of ending on a questionnaire. But there are 3 of you today, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. Considering one of you has already done this questionnaire, this should be kind of fun. Dylon, you're welcome to make any interjections that you would like. You don't have to answer them again if you don't want to. But I would like to run these 2 lovely ladies through the gauntlet, as it were, because it's very fun. It goes a little
Dial
something
an attempt
like
to answer
this.
all the questions in a different language.
Okay.
He could, if he was from Quebec, he could be able to answer it in French.
I do speak French.
Oh.
There you
very
go.
well.
Really?
Not
I've been
very
French
well.
for 9 years. I remember how to say "How are you."
Okay.
Habla un poquito español.
So Tina, what's
Speak
your
Chinese
favorite
at
word?
me.
My favorite word? I use the word lovely a lot.
Well, that makes
That's
sense because
fair
you
enough.
are.
Aw.
Oh, Star.
Gesticulation, because if you haven't noticed, I'm all about this.
Testicles.
Also shenanigans.
I do love good syllabled words that feel really good coming out of your mouth.
It's like gesticulation.
A lot of
Yeah,
good things come out of
exactly. So what would be your least favorite word?
Nasty. I don't know what it is about that word, it just bothers me.
It does sound a little gross.
It's
yes.
just
Sounds
one of
pretty
those
nasty.
things.
Tina?
Hold on, do
Favorite word.
pairs of words count? Because social
I don't even know what that
justice-
means. I hate that word.
I hate pears, so.
Yeah.
My least favorite word?
Yes, that's correct.
is gonna take some thought. By the way, there's fireworks outside, so I hate fireworks.
Is it Ray?
I don't know if I have a least favorite word. I can't. There's no word that I see that like, it's like, ugh. I don't know.
My face.
No, I have something I hate more than
What?
Nasty. Rayism.
Nastier. Any ism.
Oh.
That's you know what?
No,
That's good.
Rayism.
Any ism makes me
Rayism.
punch them in the face. Just in,
Anytime you make an ism out of someone's name.
Yeah.
No, just Rayisms.
well, for me. Yeah.
Because I mean.
Yeah.
I don't have a word that I like, but it's kind of. I don't know how to explain it. I know this is going back to the last one. I like the word vapid because I feel like sometimes it definitely describes people, but not enough people understand that word. But that's like the only word I can put to some people I meet, and it's like I don't like them,
Right.
and I need you to understand why, and this is the only word I can use to express it.
But you don't
For
understand.
those who
This is
understand what it
difficult.
is, it's instantly evocative of exactly what you're
Right.
talking about.
So that's really.
So,
I have
That's-
2 words also that I like that I just thought of.
I have
Just
2
the
words
that
I
pop
like.
in my-
Ice cream.
Ice cream is one. No, that's actually 2 words, I guess. I like the word. It's almost the same as Star's articulation. I was thinking of because that. It's such a versatile word. No, not really. But I also like the word squishy.
That's actually my mom's nickname for me.
Squishy.
Yeah.
Nice.
my little squishy, I'm gonna call it my
No,
grandma
it's
told me
this
that means I
thing
start
where
exercising.
she
boobs are
pinches
squishy?
me and I have to. Yes. No, my mom comes and pinches me and goes
Bye, Tim.
squishy, and I have to go squishy in like a Pokemon voice. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, squishy the Pokemon.
What's your next question, Tim?
What sound or noise do you love?
A good old
Music?
fart.
Any
Well-
music except for polka?
What? Why are you on this?
Look,
She hates Weird Al.
Listen.
It was a thing back in college. Just don't ask.
where I grew up in Maine, they had the American Folk Festival, and I stood across the polka stage helping out for 4 hours. You listen to 4 hours of
Oy.
nonstop polka, you're not gonna like polka, I guarantee it.
Uh,
So,
I think just the amount of times you've said that word, I hate.
Is it
the
a
music.
word even anymore?
it's
Oh
not.
my god.
That's a word I don't
I
like.
know
polka.
it doesn't sound like it. By the
Fuck
5th time
polka.
you hear it,
I don't want to pronounce your L. Get out. Oh,
Oh god.
Stop.
My favorite sound, the microwave going off.
oh my god. Yes. This series of beep.
you
Just like, oh yes, my whatever is ready. Oh god, that's
no. I'm gonna
no,
take that one.
actually,
That's your
the
answer.
Mario coin noise.
It's good.
This is like super lame, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I like the sound of like hearing people laugh really hard. Like you can tell they're actually laughing, especially if it's
Mhm.
due to something you said. Like making other people laugh
Yeah.
and hearing that like response. I love
So are we
that.
friends now, Tina?
What?
I said, are we friends now? Because earlier you said something on the first take, actually, and I was laughing. Really
Yeah, I can only be funny when we're not recording, so sorry.
Man,
Oh,
Tina,
I
you
just,
should.
I just thought of a noise also, or a sound. The PlayStation 1 thing. It goes,
For some
Oh.
I thought you were gonna be like, I
Text
thought of a
on my
noise
phone.
I didn't like, and then just scream at the top of your lungs.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that to happen. Someone's gonna have that brilliant idea.
I'll be on
and
again.
That's gonna be an interesting day.
Nah, I for some
So-
reason I just imagine it being Connor, Samurai Corn Dog. Just like
Incidentally, he was rather well behaved last time he was on, but that may change
yeah,
in
I
the
feel.
future.
Damn.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Connor.
I can't.
We can
I
dig
can't
it.
do any noise that repeats on the same schedule for more than like 5 times. I can't.
So,
like if there's
If
something
I
like
just repeat
beeping.
myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself.
Yeah,
Now you're gonna have to travel up to
Stop it.
Canada.
It'll start to annoy me. I can't do repetitive
Right.
noises at all. I don't care what
Yeah.
the noise is.
So like watching a Vine
That sometimes
is probably really
because they
annoying
faded
because
it
those
out
things
so
keep
well. It
replaying.
kind of sometimes you like it. It turns into a song.
I don't think I've watched a Vine more than 5 times in a row. That's a lie. There's a Vine
You're-
of this kid like candy shop on his recorder, that I can watch all day.
If you've ever
It's
made a
just like-
Vine yourself, you've watched a Vine more than 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not in a
You
row,
got a
though.
good point.
I can like hear the same noise over and over again, just not in a row, like repetitively.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Like my fire alarm,
I know what you mean.
or whatever, smoke detector, whatever those are. It ran out of batteries or
Yeah.
was running out, so it's going beep every 30 seconds, and that's such a weird like
I
time.
would be done
So
for
I'm
about
like,
a minute. I would.
what is?
Yeah. By the time you forget exactly what it is, it happens again.
I thought it was coming from outside, and then I thought it was my computer because there's motherboard speakers to see if something's wrong in it, and it beeps, but I've never heard it before, so I'm like, fuck, this is it, I'm done.
Man.
There's a countdown going around somewhere behind you, and you're not gonna know it until it hits 0. So, what hero, or what hero or
Spider-Man.
heroine do you identify with the most?
Give me like a year.
Give me 1 second.
Dylon's
One
going to get
Mississippi,
props.
Skippy, dialing your seconds up.
Does it have to be
Give me
like a
74
superhero
seconds.
or something?
No, absolutely not.
Because I will say, and this is only my knowledge from the. God damn it. This is only from the demo,
My
so I
Superman
can't
mask.
really say. Nice Guko mask.
Wow.
From Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Oh
Nice
man,
and
if
stuff.
it was, I actually have an Amon mask, so
Carnage was my favorite character.
Carnage is cool.
I don't know if I
will
have a
say-
favorite hero.
At this very
Yeah.
moment, I would say it has to be Red from Transistor because I got to play the demo at PAX East, not this year but past year, and just like the bit of the story that I could glean from it, she is absolutely amazing, and I love her to bits. So
I feel
Cool.
you.
also she wields
That
a
makes me really
giant
excited to play it.
sword that talks
Huh.
and rides a bike.
My 3 favorite qualities in a person.
The sword rides a
So-
bike.
Those
What'd
are
you
my
say,
3
Dallin?
favorite. I can't even say favorite. Fuck favorite. That's the worst word I've ever.
Favorite. That's
Favorite. I said it twice like that. I don't even want to finish this interview.
Are you sure? Because
No,
we'll wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my-
Well, if you don't have one, then Tina,
It's
do you have a villain that you identify with most?
These are questions. Um,
See, Tina's a big fat liar. Her favorite hero / heroine is obviously me.
oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
Favorite
I
villain?
don't know.
Same.
I mean, they don't have to be super.
That's true.
Yeah, just
That honestly
if you
kind of
would've
makes it a
asked
bit
me
harder.
this like any other time, I could probably come up with something,
No.
and now I'm just sitting here like,
It's because we had to restart.
Yeah, she would have
I
got it
don't
the
know.
first time.
I don't think I'm one of those people who like really identifies with other people, I guess. Like I can't even
Yeah.
think of anybody that I kind of am like that person. I
That's
identify
me.
with them. Like I
Interesting.
I
Something I
can't think of
do-
anything.
Which a lot of other people don't
You
do.
are your own unique
Yeah.
animal.
Exactly.
I guess you could say she's a teeny bit different.
So we can hang up the star, right? I just need confirmation before I hit kick from conversation.
So Tina, what gets your gears going? What turns you on creatively?
Oh,
what
baby,
gets
that's
your
a
blood
question.
pumping?
Me.
And a motorcycle.
Music, definitely.
Music.
Music's like my favorite
Okay.
thing on the planet. So just
Star, I do declare, did you give yourself the
I
papers?
did. A lot of my.
Oh my.
I actually lived in Georgia for 4 years, so I'm just used to talking like this, sweetie.
Did you really?
Savannah.
College
Well,
Martin
that's where I'm
design.
from.
What?
That's where I was born.
I'm sorry.
Same. no.
Yeah. I know. Well, hey, at least I wasn't from Florida.
True.
There are worse things in the
Well,
world.
yeah. I'm just kidding.
So, continuing on with the question. Star, what gets your blood pumping?
Talking to people. Like, a lot of the time, like, when I'm trying to draw something and I can't, like, get my brain going, like, that's actually why I started watching a lot of Let's Plays and, people stream and stuff, because it's, like, having a conversation with somebody, but not actually having to talk. Like, you learn
Right.
about people, but never actually having to give anything back. But no, like I love talking to like
Except the
friends
type
on
of
Skype
Kappa
while I'm.
face. That's it.
Yeah, Kappa
That's my
face.
contribution to the conversation.
Fi feels favorite emote. But yeah, like honestly, most of the time I'll call somebody up. Like I talk to my friend Bunny a lot, or my friend Katie or something, and I'll just like sit there and be like, "You guys talk at me. I need to draw a thing."
Yeah. I'm going to sleep. Talk at me.
Nah.
Dylon, any change from the last time you were
Yeah,
on?
that's what I was gonna say. Like, feel free to give me the floor. Ugh, that sounds nice. Give me the floor, Tim. Just because like things change. Like it's what it's been a year and a half or something. Like,
Give or take.
I'm older now.
One would hope,
Like,
but
you're
how
what,
much
12?
taller? Really?
Yes, I'm still 12. 12 last
Yeah.
time. 12 this time. Okay. What was the question? I forgot it already.
The question was give Dylon the floor and let him talk.
All right.
I believe was the question. No, the question is what do the same things still get your blood pumping
I don't remember what I
creatively?
said last time. But for me, it's really just I need to start. Like, if I'm editing something or recording something, I'm not in it really until I'm doing it for a while, right? If I start editing,
Right.
I'm just like, no. I need to be doing it for like an hour maybe, and then I'll be like, grab all the things, turn the knobs. Like, I'm just doing it like so fast and so well. It's like I just need to start and then get going. I need to accelerate, and then I hit my maximum speed, and I'm just going.
Right.
I'm going.
So you
Going
kind of
up the
have a little bit of a warm-up
Yeah,
period
yeah.
before that. Okay.
It's
No, I
better.
can get that. I totally get that because sometimes you have to get in a certain kind of headspace, and especially if you're coming from a whole lot of shit going on in your life and blah 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 blah. Sometimes it can take time to just sort of get it all
Yeah.
out, or out of the way at least, so that you can work. Interesting. So what turns you all off
Drama.
Annoying
besides the power
people.
button?
Yeah, annoying people in drama.
Tim. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, every time Tim, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He has terrible shows on
Last
YouTube.
name talks.
I heard he was an attractive
Yeah.
gentleman.
Last name
I don't know.
talks.
He gets he gets
Thanks.
these like second-rate artists to do his like freaking YouTube thumbnails. Like, shit.
So what other talent, other than the ones that you all obviously have been gifted with, would you like to have?
The talent to do anything. It's like my life is literally like what is the term? Like jack of all trades, master of none. I'm okay at everything, but some things I'm bad at. But like I can't get good at anything. Hashtag
There's
get
no
good.
one thing that like you excel at above
Yeah,
all
I'm-
others.
Garbage.
This is getting
No,
real, man.
pretty
This is
much.
getting
Sorry.
real.
No, I understand that sentiment really hard because I try and make a point to learn everything that I can, which means you can never spend too much time mastering one particular skill.
Yeah,
And it is a difficult
Sure,
thing.
man. I don't got time for that.
exactly.
I don't know if it's a talent, but I would love to be able to speak multiple languages
Yeah, that's
or have the ability to pick
Yeah.
up on languages. Like I know there's some people who have the are really good at picking up on languages and things, and I think that'd be really cool. Or any artistic talent at all, which I severely lack.
take that too.
So
I feel your pain, darling.
So like artistic talent with a side of language would be my talent or
Yeah,
Your course, your full.
yes.
I can see that. Star?
Learn how to draw.
I'm trying. Yeah, learning how to draw. Honestly, for me, if I was, once again, it's like I don't know if this is a talent per se, but I would love.
Same.
Teleportation.
Gesticulation.
But no, just the ability to kind of sit there and just do something and kind of zone everything else out until I'm done with it or until I can take a break from it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
like the
very-
social network,
Right.
they wire in and they try to say something and they're like, "Don't, he's wired in. You'll damage him."
Yeah, basically. Cause I have this thing where I can get pretty easily distracted. Like even if I'm
Yeah.
drawing something, I can get distracted by drawing something else. And that's the worst, cause it's like, oh man, now I'm all burned out on drawing. Crap.
I guess I'll go draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It can be dangerous sometimes, especially if you've already like somehow dispositioned to ADD. You know, watched a lot of TV as a kid or happened to have the condition or me too. And so it can be really hard sometimes to keep that sort of focus that you need to finish a project all the way through. I think that's why I too have a difficult time finishing up video games. I can't tell you the last game that I beat to completion. I don't remember.
Got 7 points.
Well, I mean, the point is, whatever it was, I'm not able to actively recall what it was, which is sad. You would think that it would be just the last game that I played. No. Because I've got probably 10 or 12 games just sitting on my computer on my desktop.
Take a while, man.
I'm like, pulls up to speed.
Right?
I have not, like, within at least the past 6 months, I don't think I've, like, bought and finished a video game. Because I haven't actually beaten Assassin's Creed 4. I haven't beaten what was Pokemon Y, I think is
X
the one
and
I
Y,
have.
Yeah, Y. Yeah, which is why I've tried to do them on YouTube channels. You know, it's much easier to be like, okay, Dead Space 3. Didn't play I played a little bit of the other two, but I really want to finish this one. So we're going to do it for the damn channel, and I'm going to get all the way to the end. Or, You Don't Know Jack. I never got all the way down to the bottom, which is the end of that fucking game. And it's awesome. And so, I want to get there.
Awesome. I need this.
So
I need this to be a complete human being. This was one of the first games that I ever picked up growing up, you know? And so, and it's also one of the only trivia games that I've ever played that actually has a through line, for fuck's sake. You kind of want to see something like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting now that I get the chance to do that, and so do you all.
Yeah,
with
that's why I'm doing Metal Gear Solid. Like, Pokemon is because I want to make videos, and for since I got Pokemon and found out what a Nuzlocke was, I've wanted to do a Nuzlocke run and put it out. So like,
right.
But the Metal Gear stuff, I'm committing to playing all of the Metal Gear games every Tuesday or whatever the fuck, right? Like,
Good.
it's gonna happen. I'm gonna beat that shit. It's hard.
That
I
was
feel
kind of the thing with me too. It was hard to get into like my current stream schedule because it's like I want to be able to stream, but I know if I didn't set a schedule for myself, I'd be like, all right, I'll stream tomorrow. And then tomorrow would come and I'll be like, all right, tomorrow I will stream. Or I'll be like, this weekend I'm streaming.
Also, it's
so
a lot
it's like,
easier for people to know your plans as well. Like, oh, you're not busy this day because you have nothing else in your life.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is, if you kind of get yourself used to being on that rigid schedule, not only then is your own work ethic kind of going, but you can start to develop habits in other people. Because that's the trick. The trick is to make someone go, you know, I haven't watched a video from Tina in a while. I should watch a video from Tina.
Yeah.
That's the trick. And that just takes time and putting out constant stuff on a regular basis. This show, Tim Talks, I try and put it out on a Wednesday, you know, and you try and do some sort of structure so that you build habits, not only for yourself, but for your audience.
And it's just good for
And
life.
that's what keeps them coming
like,
back.
I start following schedules. Like, you're going to start waking up at a certain time. Like, who does that? Life.
I've been trying to wake up
excellent
earlier
point.
for the last 3 years.
I woke up
Not
at
going
6
well.
p.m. I woke up 2 hours before we did this.
I quit waking up
Ever.
in
Just
single-digit AM numbers when I got
I've been
out of the college.
sleeping for probably, 7 years now.
I woke up at 7:30 this morning, and I don't know why.
I took NyQuil 4 weeks ago, and I just came out of the coma that night.
If I woke up at 7:30, I would be like, what the hell is wrong with me?
No, like, see, here's the thing. Like, if I wake up and the sun is up, I can't go back to sleep until, like, I go and do something else.
Yeah,
Like, then I can go and
Right.
nap. But, like, I have, like, at that point, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I could be doing something right now.
Never had that problem. I'm like, yeah, it's 7:30. Fuck this. Back to bed.
Is that the sun?
I've never
No,
had that
then
problem
again-
of, the sun's up,
But-
I gotta get up. I'm like, fuck you, son. I got curtains.
I will say, I do enjoy the power of a good nap.
Oh, yeah, me too. But that
There
doesn't mean I gotta wake up
is
early.
some good.
I need to sleep a lot, too.
No, Agreed.
I blame
I can
Tina.
sleep
But like after you,
I never used to nap before I became friends with Tina.
You're welcome.
And
Tina's an
and then
excellent
she'd
influence.
be like,
what
and
can I
then she'd
say?
be like, yeah, I'm gonna nap right before my stream, and I'm like, one day I was like, that's a great idea.
Free stream naps.
I
just
mean,
want to wake up groggy and play the game groggy. I hate the word
Exactly.
groggy.
I remember
like,
reading.
that actually stopped. Like that's why you never used to
I hate
nap.
froggies.
But that's why I'm blaming Tina. She has somehow hypnotized me to be able to nap and wake up feeling refreshed.
How?
Yeah.
It's because
I mean, if
I'm
you
too
can
busy,
figure
I'm too
out-
busy dreaming about Tina. Oh.
No, it's because you're looking.
There's
Next
all
to the
those things
class,
about sleep
like-
cycles and knowing your REM and, knowing exactly how long to take a nap for. An hour and a half suits me perfectly. I can wake up after an hour and a half and feel like a new freaking man. So I'll work for the first half of the day, and then around 3, you take an hour and a half nap, you wake up at 5, you start cooking dinner, and work the rest of the night till about 4 o'clock in the morning. And then you wake up the next day and do it
fine.
again.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Yeah.
people are supposed, like, our natural sleep cycle is like 4 hours on, 4 hours off, 4 hours on, 4 hours off.
There's
They could get like a bit of each, like, night and day. So I don't know. Sometimes we
there's a
default. back-
website. I was gonna see if I could pull it up where it's like, it's sleepyti.me. And it's like, it tells you- you
there's
can
an
put in the
app
time you
on,
have to wake
Google
up.
Play.
Oh, there we go.
There's an
And
app
like you
on
can put in the
Google
time you
Play.
have
Yet
to
another,
wake
yet
up,
another plug to Google, incidentally.
and it'll tell you what time you should go to sleep based on like your average cycle. Or it has a button. It's like, if I were to go to sleep now,
Interesting.
what time should I wake up? And it's like the average human takes 14 minutes to fall asleep. So
That's right.
You're not an average.
And
human.
doesn't it also, like, take notes on when you roll over and stuff, too?
I think
some apps do that.
if you have like I think it's the Fitbit does that. Like if you keep it on yourself, it'll tell you like how you're sleeping, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would be interested to know stuff like that because as someone who loves just processing raw
Yeah.
data and figuring out patterns from it, I want to know
My
how I
Fitbit's
sleep.
telling me that I'm in a tornado when I'm sleeping. Oh, I just put my pants in the wash and I forgot that. Tell you.
I actually do roll over like that, and I have a problem where my sheets will come off my bed because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
rolling over too many times at night.
I have special.
I'm actually
You can
legitimately
actually
interested.
get special clips because I have to use them too. You can like go to Target and get special clips to keep.
Yeah, I have those. They fall off.
I used to have to use the straight T-pins that you can get that are like 3-inch
Yeah.
fucking nails. Yeah.
I get
Anyway,
kicked out of my
so getting
bed
back to
if
the
I-
questionnaire. What advice would you give to your 13-year-old self?
Stay in school? I don't know. I wouldn't have the same life, but
I would
God.
say pay attention to the opportunities that you have, and that there are a lot more opportunities out there than you think if you're willing to put in the effort.
Right.
That's good, but like, don't ask the girl to dance and then not even talk to her the entire time. That's something I'd probably say. We got there and
God.
just
Is that
done.
coming from a personal pain place?
Oh man.
Yeah. Stop.
Stop listening to family members who are pandering to you and trying to make you feel good.
Really?
Like, I know for a fact that as an artist, I would have been a lot better if my family was less like, oh my god, that looks like the real thing! Oh my
yeah.
god! And, like, so I look back at my art and people are like, oh my god, that looks just like the real thing. And I look at them like, y'all was high!
You wish there was somebody who had been a little bit more
Yeah.
critical. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Fair
would
enough.
And
like.
draw more.
What is your favorite curse word?
The specific phrase "fuck you, Tim." I'm just joking. I don't know why I'm going after Tim today. I think it's because there's girls.
It's
And I
yeah, I'm about to
can't-
say
I don't wanna
it's
insult
because the
them
other
because
two
I know
targets
them that
are
well.
soft and squishy.
I've been on an interview.
Oh.
with
Probably,
you
damn it.
Stop squishy?
I'll
What'd you
insult
say,
later.
Star?
Stop just squishy, I'll take you.
Yeah.
I can
Uh-huh.
do push-ups now.
Damn, it's a good one, Tina.
Yeah, that fits a lot of my emotions.
It's good multi-purpose. It has a great sticking point when you say it out. Good harshness to it. I like it.
Feels good.
Mine.
Well, I mean, there's some like you could say cock, and it just
It
kind
just
of
makes you sound
goes
like
away,
thirsty
but
for
there's-
it. Like, oh, God.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Star. I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
Mine is more of a joke.
Actually, there's
And I was gonna keep talking. I wasn't gonna let you cut me off there. So joke's on you. Mine is more of a joke rather than necessarily a bad word or phrase. It's kind of when I'm just done with the world and I just go nunny the fuck. Because I'm a huge weeaboo, so instead of saying what the fuck, I say nani the
Okay.
fuck.
Ah, I get it.
Nani
Nice.
the
Japanese
sore
kid.
did I kuso? I don't know.
Urusai yo
Nani
pakiera.
gore kokwata.
Yeah. Nani sore? Sorry.
Urusai, yo.
Shinizo. Everybody has that anime phrase that they really love that they can say really well in that
Yeah.
voice.
Like,
And it's rarely ever the same phrase across people. Yeah. Where would you guys one day like to live if you had the choice?
Some kind of
Austin, Texas. Boom, I did it.
Damn.
Yeah. No. Me and Tina already living the dream, baby.
either
Fucking y'all need to catch up.
See, I have like the places I want to go are like almost polar opposites. I either want to live in like somewhere in Texas because I like warmth, but I hate humidity, and I'm currently in the Bahamas, and I don't think we ever go
Oy.
below like 60%.
Yeah.
That's Hawaii.
Yeah.
Wow. Like what? Did you talk to Tina earlier? Are you gonna call me islandy now?
That never happened.
No, I'm not.
That never happened.
That never happened.
Never happened.
But either somewhere in Texas or up in Boston, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Cause that's where
Boy.
Sanchi is. So I want to live with my company.
I like that company.
Aww.
By the
I
way,
all
Sanchi.com. I'm wearing your merch. Please don't fire me.
If I become friends with you, can you give me like the rest of the badges as they come out, like the Pokemon badges? For free,
So-
I mean.
You could talk about that off camera. Make your deals off camera. If you had a choice, how long would it take you all to respawn after you died?
I don't have that good internet. It took Jesus 3 days to respawn, so probably
year.
3.
I mean, you could go with the Jesus rule. There's a good
Uh,
precedent set for that.
50 years.
I want it to be a
Interesting.
year because that gives me enough time for like people to mourn and kind of get over it. But then I can come back and be like, oh, so you're over me already?
Do you
You're-
start over as a different person?
Oh yeah, that's a better question.
Or the
Like,
same
they-
person just start
Yeah,
from baby?
well, I mean,
I
he
make
said-
no
he said
rules
respawn.
other than how you respawn when you die.
I want it to literally
The rest
be-
of the rules are self-imposed.
I literally want it to be like an MMO respawn where you just kind of like pop up in like some pretty lights and stuff. In your last.
Where you have to go and find your old
Oh,
body.
God.
Yeah, like to find all the stuff I had on me, but I mean, chances are it's not gonna be much.
Oh no, I dropped my Keep On
Yeah.
Wizarding shirt available now from fantasyfiction.com.
Couple of
Oh
gray
no,
items.
I
That's
lost
about
my
it.
working my puff into tough shirt.
Damn.
It's full on. I
Mm.
can't remember where. I don't know. It's like teeth.
I
I
am
like
pretty
that
pumped.
shirt.
Yeah, it's cool.
I do too. It's an excellent shirt.
I
So,
forgot to answer the last 2
well,
questions.
ladies and
I feel like
gentlemen.
I'm too behind now to interject.
I believe we have come to the end of our show now. I want to thank my guests so much for going through all of this stuff. Thank you for guys for going the second take. I'm sorry that we ruined the first one,
It was
but
Tim's
things
fault,
happen.
yeah.
That's the dangers of live production. Yes, it actually was my fault
You
this
can't
time.
just agree
and
to
I'm
it, now I
willing
feel
to admit
bad.
that. Well, listen, I will all deny wherever there's denial to be had, but when it's actually legitimately my fault, you kind of got no choice but to step up and be like, yeah, I
We
forgot
had
to turn
fun
off my camera for
anyway.
the first
We got to have
20
twice
minutes.
as much fun.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like
Excellent
1.1
Three.
something. I don't know.
So, going around the horn one last time, starting with Tina and going to Dylon, if you would all plug your things, we'll get out of here.
All right. I'm literally Tina Dayton on everything. Not literally Tina Dayton, just Tina Dayton on Twitch and Twitter and Tumblr. My Instagram, however, spiced things up. It's TINA SDFJKL. So,
Oh.
Good luck.
and that's that.
Star.
Star.
I'm StarExorcist everywhere except for Twitch, where I'm StarExorcist. I am
Damn.
like
Does
just
the O stand for original?
StarExorcist. I actually forgot what my original password and stuff was, so I just made another one.
Ah,
So, like,
gotcha. Yeah, I've had to do that
I'll
before.
put an O in front of it. That works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That people call me Osta.
Osta.
Idiots.
Dylon?
Wait, we're plugging stuff?
Yes.
And
Like
Sanchi.com.
your butt.
That's all I wanted to do. No, yeah, Go to Sanchi. I called it Sanchi because nobody corrected me.
It's Sanchi, Sanchi, how
Okay.
Sanchis.
Yeah,
ham
go
and
there and
cheese,
buy those
Internet
badges
companies
and
have the
send them over
luxury
to
of
me.
never actually being said
Yeah.
out loud.
hamandcheese.com.
But I'm, for the most part, DylonShow. On most places, Twitter, Tumblr, not YouTube. That's some other shit. I don't know. Just Google it or something. You'll find a bunch of things. And on Twitch is also DylonShow. So.
And as usual, you'll find that all of their Twitter handles that they just mentioned have been under their names this entire show. My name is Tim Leftwich. You've been watching this on youtube.com/Tim Leftwich. You can find the audio version of this episode as well as every other episode that I've done on soundcloud.com/Tim Leftwich. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed having us in your living room for just a little bit. And I'm going to draw out this outro because I love watching their awkward
I'm gonna go eat a hamburger.
Thank you so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.
Oh.
I didn't even notice the Pikachu.
Yeah.
I've got Arcanine standing there
I have my
just
share
there.
of things, but they're kind of in the darkness.
Yeah.
I love
I have this Fuddruckers cup.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna grab Boo.
I don't have any
Okay.
dolls near me, so that was the best I could do.
I have some lip balm.
I don't like pressure.
Men care. Deodorant.
Let's just do an hour of showing things on our desk. I have some
I-
nail polish.
So quiet.
I am technically recording.